That brings us to annexation. Whether a state has unlawfully annexed territory depends on two things. First, whether the state has physically seized the territory, and second, whether it has an intention to make the territory its own. The requisite intention can be evidenced by a formal declaration of annexation, but it can also exist implicitly if the state has clearly manifested its intention to hold the territory permanently under its dominion. That is what the court has described as de facto annexation. In one form or another, Israel has annexed all of the Palestinian territory. This is clear from the map you have seen, used by the Prime Minister of Israel before the General Assembly last September, that showed the West Bank and Gaza as part of Israel. For East Jerusalem, the position is the most straightforward, since Israel formally annexed it under Israeli law. For the remainder of the West Bank, it is hardly less obvious. Israel has occupied the entirety of the West Bank for 57 years with no plan for withdrawal or acknowledgement of any need or intention to ever withdraw. On the contrary, it has an increasingly active program of settling hundreds of thousands of Israelis in hundreds of settlements in the West Bank. These are permanent settlements on land that Israel is treating as its own. Israeli officials thus speak of all of the West Bank as land over which Israel is sovereign. These statements are matched by Israel's transfer of administrative powers relating to the entirety of the West Bank from its military to its civilian authorities. That is a clear manifestation of the progression from occupation to annexation. All of this is in the context of Israel refusing to recognise the existence of the Palestinian people as a people, or their right to self-determination and statehood. These circumstances have led United Nations bodies and special procedures correctly to conclude that Israel is responsible for de facto annexation of the entire West Bank, and not only of the part of it that the Oslo Accords label Area C. Area C constitutes more than 60% of the West Bank, and as the court has seen from the fourth map that Palestine's foreign minister displayed, it is clear that areas A and B comprise a collection of isolated enclaves that are not viable without Area C.